Hi, it's Connie again, and this time I'm introducing you to Prezi. Prezi is an online free application that you can use to create presentations that can make a topic that might be a little boring a little more interesting. You can create presentations and share the link with your learners to view, which is another great opportunity to do a flipped classroom or a blended learning activity. And a well-organized presentation can leave a question at the end for the students to ponder, research, and come up with creative answers, which is an example of the ETSI standard Student 1C. This could also be used in combination with Word Garden. This is a great example of using technology to collect and present different topics, which is TPAC 1. So let's get into the features of Prezi, and I'm actually going to start by showing you an example. I already opened it up in a presenter mode, and it is right here. So when you send a link to somebody, this is what they get. And you see that there's only a few things on the screen, so you're just going to hit the next arrow, and it brings you to the first slide. As you click through, it brings you to different slides.
Thanks for joining us on our warm transfer journey. Today, you will learn how to efficiently warm transfer calls and articulate the warm transfer process.
And as you can see, it plays audio that your learner would listen to. And that's up to you. You can put audio or not. It's whatever works best for you. You can use it in a live classroom and just click through it and you speak to it, or you can attach audio and let the learner go through it on their own. Another great feature is what I'm going to show you next, which is the video options that are here. You can embed a video, and I'm going to show you a video that I've embedded here.
So which Humana value speaks to you? Inspire health, cultivate uniqueness, rethink routine, pioneer simplicity, or thrive together? Maybe all of them speak to you. Our dream is to help people achieve lifelong well-being. One dream, one team, one Humana.
And you see that I'm just going to click through the next few ones because they're just slides with words, but you can see how this works here. And as you move through different audio plays, you can even zoom it out to get a few pieces.
We're talking about two relationships to build between the care managers and the social service. In a moment, we're going to listen to a call that demonstrates. Step 1 occurs when a care manager. Step 2 of the warm transfer process. Step 3 is to complete the warm transfer. The key to being successful with the warm transfer.
And you can see that's where the presentation ends. So it's a really great tool. It makes presenting something that's kind of boring, kind of very linear, a little more attractive. So I'm going to show you how you go about building something like this. Here is the presentation I did, so I'm just going to edit that one so you can see how it works. And this is very user-friendly, so it's easy to play with it for a few minutes and figure out everything you need to know with very little instruction. And for the audio files, I used Audacity, which is also a free software that you can download on the internet. So if you want to use that, that's a great tool too. So you start by having your slides here, and you can see the very first slide is a picture of everything. The next one is my title page, and then you go to the next one and the next one. And the beautiful thing about it is, like, let's say I wanted to break it up some. I could just move this here, and so I can start on this slide, skip to the video, and then go back to this one, and that makes it a little more visually interesting just to see how you skip around. But it's up to you however you want to set up your slides. It's very easy to organize. Now, if you want to add what I call a slide, is all you have to do is click right here in the circle frame, and you can drag it anywhere you want. And that will add it to the end of the presentation. Now you can move it anywhere you like to change where it is in the presentation. Once you've done that, you can go in there and add a title, add any text you'd like. You can insert an image, a video, anything like that you'd like. You can use the straight lines that I used to connect the different circles. You can do arrows. So there's a lot of different things you can do. You can also add PowerPoint slides, which is nice. And if you really want to get fancy, you can even add background music. So I'm going to add here a line just to show you how I did it. There you go. And you see how right there it just connects. Let's say I wanted this section to be highlighted after this one. So this one is the magnifying glass. So I think that's right there, number 11. So I'm going to drag 18 under number 11. So then when I'm watching the presentation, it'll go from here, and then to number 13, which is up here. So you can get really creative, do some really great things. One of the really nice things that I saw you can do is kind of highlight a particular set. Like let's say I wanted to talk about the steps in general. I might add a frame here, and I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to stretch that frame out. Let's do, whoops. Let's unzoom here. We're going to work on that here. So you can add titles and everything. Didn't mean to do that. Let me do it. You can always use the undo key when you don't like something you did, but so what I want to do is I want to highlight a group of things. So I'm going to move this over here again and make it bigger. I'm going to highlight these two steps. And I'm going to change the type. I don't want a circle. I want it to be invisible, because what's going to happen is that it's just going to look like it's zooming in on these two circles, which is what I want. I want to highlight those two things, and you can record audio to that. So when you go here, you see here it has these gray bars. That's where I've added audio. So I can come here and I can right click, and you see that it says add voiceover to path step. So you click there and you just go into your computer and find the audio that you want to input. And that's how you attach audio. So that's all there is to know about Prezi. It's a great tool, very easy to use, and great at doing presentations. So if you're going to try it out, good luck, and let me know how it works out.